All right, people, what the hell is going on? I am taking my walk. Wanted to talk today for a couple minutes just on today's backdrop. Man, it's a big ass backdrop. I have to take a little piece of it. Fucking, man, what? Now I don't even know what the hell I want to talk about now. I have to pick something. Fucking race war. That's what the fuck I'm going to talk about. I'm going to tell you right now. Black, white, brown, rainbow. Because you can throw them up in this motherfucker too, because they find a way to stick they self in the news like everybody else. I don't give a fuck about none of you motherfuckers. I don't care. Only thing I care about is my address. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I care about is my address. Y'all can have whatever the hell you want to go on. You can have the whole alphabet crew going through some stuff. You had the white folks over there going through some stuff. You had the black folks over here going through some stuff. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with it. You can qualify me as whatever you want. I ain't a Trump supporter. I'm not an anti-Trump supporter. I ain't none of that shit. I'm concerned with what goes on at my address. And luckily, I live in an old, desolate ass, damn near fallout looking ass neighborhood, at least part of the neighborhood. I ain't got to worry about shit jumping off over here because don't nothing happen over here. Ain't nowhere to protest and get no attention over here. So I ain't got to worry about none of that going on. I think one time they're supposed to have like some kind of white KKK, white supremacy, some kind of march that came around in this area. And they was coming around in this neighborhood to prove a point. I don't even know if that shit happened or not, because even back then, many years ago, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care. Ain't got nothing to do with me. People want to say, probably gonna ask me, as a black man or African American, blah 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 blah, whatever question they want to ask me. First of all, I'm just as black, just as white as anybody else. Around here. I'm not, just because, it's funny how you get pushed into being black or African American just from being partly, partly. As mixed up as white folks are, they just white. You get tiny bit of black in your goddamn blood. A tiny little African American, blue, now you black. You get kicked out of being white altogether. Ain't that funny? Not that I want to be white. I have to acknowledge that part of my lineage is fucking white. I don't even know if it's a good or a bad part. Honestly, I don't. I just know the people on my grandmother's side are white as fuck. White as fuck. They white as hell. Now, whether they just whole white or that part white, because if they like part white, which I probably think they are, because my grandmother and everybody on their side of the family they about to color that fence right there. Just put it like that. You got the funny hair and everything. So, and most of us African Americans, ain't none of us full-blooded black folk from Africa. We call them black, but all right, I gotta watch. All right, I have to drop this phone and pull out this piece. I don't trust people and their dogs around here. Yeah, but man, it's just, the people on my grandmother's side, boom, white. People on my goddamn grandfather's side of just the opposite. You know what I'm saying? They the opposite. They black as hell. My grandfather's dark skinned. I think his brother or something, man, that man so black, damn near purple. That man then went past black into the blues. I was like, woo, it's a black man. That's a dark skinned man. Goodness. It's like that. You know, when you mix those two, usually you get folks look like me. Like my dad and his brothers and sisters and all that, they all look like me, got freckles and shit. Black folks don't be having freckles, baby. I got freckles, they just not pronounced like, my dad's and my aunts. So, you can't ignore that shit. You know, no matter how it got there, it could have been willingly, it could have been the whole slave master sleeping with the help, all that kind of shit, but all these people out here crying and blah, blah, blah. Man, you racist. I mean, shit, you racist towards part of yourself. You know, when you come to think about it. And some of them white folks out there, you know, they be real disappointed to find out that they got some black in their family way back when. You know, that shit will dilute out. Dilute out after a while. You won't be able to tell. But it's in there. It's in there. And I'm just like, man, folks need to chill the hell out. Because if I'm walking down the street and I get confronted with a situation where I see, like I see on the news where you got these dudes that jumped on this white dude. And then you got this white dude that literally assaulted this black guy for taking down the Black Lives Matter sign. Everybody promote that shit. Dude wrong as hell. First of all, he ran over there and dove and hit that dude. Black man was sick of looking at that shit in his neighborhood. He was over there taking that shit off the fence. And it's a fucking eyesore, man. You got this big, long-ass wall with just scraps of paper tacked to it and shit. And man, when I start taking that shit out here, I'm sick of looking at this shit. I live right over there. White dude come out of this bitch like Captain America. Oh! And then was bumping this dude and threatening this dude, black dude. So you got this white guy, these two white guys out here all hopped up on Black Lives Matter. And you about to assault a black guy for taking basically some trash off the wall. And I'm like, well, now if I'd have been there, it would have been some shit. Because even though, they probably would assume that, it's a big black dude. Nah, motherfucker, I would have got on that white boy ass. He threatened, first of all, he hit that dude, so that dude can just go call the police, and then he bumped into him a whole bunch of times, threatening him. So dude could have filed charges. Threatened the dude and all kind of shit. I'm like, I don't know what neighborhood they was in, but that was a real calm-ass black dude. Because he just walked back to his car like that white dude wasn't doing shit to him. Like, you better than me, bruh. First of all, he wouldn't have did that to me. He wouldn't have did that to me. Even with his friends out there. I'm 6'3", about 250 pounds. I ain't the biggest dude, but people ain't gonna just, willy-nilly, even with a friend, walk up on a dude, on somebody my size. It's stupid to do that. Especially if you just some average 5'9", 5'10" guy, weigh 160, 170 pounds, want to play tough guy, and you gonna run up against somebody, you know what I'm saying, that got damn near 100 pounds on you. It's not smart. I don't give a damn how fucking tough you think you are. Like if I run up on a dude that's bigger than me, I'm like, all right, bro, you got it. Now, if we end up in an altercation, we just end up in an altercation. But I ain't for to push the shit. It's a bunch of that shit, man. I'm gonna take up for whoever in the right. That black man's take that shit off the wall. You don't like it, you can't go over there and attack that dude. Yeah, these other motherfuckers, these black gay dudes, man. You can't even talk like a man. Lisping and shit all over the place. Because these people are taking some Black Lives Matter scrap off of their building. Off of their building, they property, the building that they fucking own. They got over there and started taking this shit off of their building. And then these two motherfuckers come over there talking shit. Threatening them and all kind of shit. For taking shit. Talking about, we put this up there. Come on. What don't you understand about this is they building? You put all that Black Lives Matter crap all over the front of their goddamn building. They come over there and like, start taking that shit down. And then you run over there with the phone in their face and start recording and cussing the people out and all kind of shit. Like you on the right. You know, I'm like, man, see. I'm saying, this is why folks don't like black people. I hate to say it, but this is what the fuck they see. The squeaky wheel get the oil? Well, you see what the squeak is. You know what I'm saying? And then, you throw on top of it, these two motherfuckers is obviously gay, because just straight ass men don't talk like that. I'm sorry, it don't happen. And they got a whole reputation on their own for starting shit. So you black and gay, so you extra short and shit. So if people get on your ass about something, then you're gonna be able to throw that gay shit on top of, like, man, get the hell out of here. You know, it's that's why most people ain't behind this whole Black Lives Matter shit, because they figuring out what the fuck it's really about. Ain't about nothing. This motherfucker pushing the agenda. Motherfuckers, people look and find shit they hop behind to push their goddamn agenda. That's what it's all about. They wait for some kind of unrest, some kind of turmoil, some kind of conflict. And then they pounce on it. Here we go. It's time to get this shit moving. Start some shit. That's why I don't participate in none of it. I sit right at my address. I sit at my address and I mind my business. I'm not for to get into all this Trump shit. Not for to get into all this political crap that really ain't got nothing to do with nothing. These people keep a whole bunch of motherfuckers at their house. I mean, it's just like COVID. What? Huh? Okay? No COVID? And I'm not even worried about COVID. I'm not, but it's just like, when you see shit, I stay by my goddamn self all the goddamn time. I make sure not to stay in front. Who the fuck are you, bro? Damn dogs out here. I don't know, man. That's what I wanted to talk about. Because, and I ain't trying to push nobody to do nothing, but I'm like this. Everybody, mind your goddamn business. That's the best thing you can do. Getting behind one agenda or another, especially out in public, ain't gonna do nothing but probably get you hurt, man.